with us on News Tonight. Let's bring you some sports news now. In a case of high-handedness, Sports Minister M.S. Gill today insulted wrestler Sushil Kumar's coach Satpal during a photo shoot at his residence today. The Dronacharya awardee Satpal had accompanied his ward Sushil at M.S. Gill's residence for a felicitation ceremony. But in an embarrassment, Gill insisted that Satpal step aside while he himself posed for the camera along with Sushil. He later chose to invite coach Yashbir, who accompanied the Indian team during the event in Moscow for the photo session while still keeping Satpal away from all of the glare. Well, quite not the sportive sports minister. Now, as Chennai gets ready to host the Davis Cup between India and Brazil this week, the buzz is high among tennis fans about the chances of each team. The home favourite, the Indian team, would be all set to register their first Davis Cup win this year. Brazilians, for one, will try their best to break the jinx of entering the World Group since 2003.
After 1991, it's the first time that India and Brazil will fight each other at the Davis Cup. The clash becomes more interesting for both the sides as the teams will look to prove their credentials. If Brazil will be looking to register a win to enter the World Group tie for the first time since 2003, then the Indian contingent would play hard to bring the winning momentum back after it lost to Russia in the first round in Moscow earlier this year.
It's a very strong team. They've got very highly ranked players. The number one player, Bellucci, is very good. But we have got the advantage of the home conditions. And especially Somandev has played extremely well here. He has beaten many higher ranked players. And Rohan Bopanna also is on a high after reaching the finals of the US Open. So I rate my chances as quite decent to be able to pull out a victory over Brazil here and get into the World Group again.
The Brazilians are always known to be kings on the clay court, not so much on hard or grass surface. So the captain of the team feels that Brazil really needs to put its best foot forward.
This doubles team is a very strong team, we have two strong singles players. Our doubles is also a strong team, but India has got like a much more experienced team. Two guys who are Leander's already 20 years playing Davis Cup, so and Bhupati also, and the doubles point are going to be very, very tough for us. We do have chances. If the guys can play their best tennis, they can also have chances.
So, with both teams set to lock horns, it would be interesting to see which one of the two handles the pressure better. In Chennai with Sudarshan, Chandi for NDTV Hindu.
Now, the Vice President of the All India Tennis Association, Mr. Karthi P. Chidambaram, joined us and told us how the tickets have been selling like hotcakes and took us through the special security measures for the 14-member Brazilian squad.
Along with an international event as such, it also involves security measures, correct, for these Brazilian players who have come down to India. So what kind of measures do we have going for us?
You see, Chennai is a very safe city, I know last year there were little concerns, especially during elections when the Australian team pulled out. But the Australian team pulled out on citing very frivolous reasons. In fact, the ITF has penalized Australia for pulling out of the tie against India. But this time everything is in place. Everything was in place even last year. This year we have a committee headed by Mr. R.K. Raghavan, former Director General Police, who's heading the committee. We have full cooperation from the state government and the state police here. So everything is in place and the Brazilians are absolutely safe and are having a good time.
Okay, moving on. Also, according to the financial situation, of course, of this particular tournament, there's a lot that has gone into it to bring it to Chennai. Is it going to be bigger and better than anything that we've seen so far?
Davis Cup is different from a tournament. I mean, tournament has its own dynamics, but Davis Cup also costs a fair bit of money. But we've had our generous sponsors, which is SAIL, has been a very, very consistent sponsor of the Davis Cup team. In fact, we call it the SAIL Davis Cup team. SAIL has been sponsoring the team for many years.
And staying with the Davis Cup, here's a group of sports fans who are doing everything they can to cheer on their sports stars. This brand new squad of cheerleaders have picked the Davis Cup specifically to kickstart their campaign, presenting to you the Tricolour Troopers.
I'm standing here at the STAT Stadium with the Tricolour Troopers who are going all out to support the tennis players here at the Davis Cup in days to come. So Suhail, what exactly brought you to start with the Davis Cup?
Well, the Davis Cup, as you know, is all about pride and heart, and there's nothing better than 100 and a couple of hundred screaming fans to take our boys over the line in a grueling 5-setter. So here we go.
Okay, what do you think India's chances are really versus Brazil?
We're not playing football against them, so we're out here to compete. Yeah, we're gonna beat them.
Okay, so a lot of confidence there. But what exactly will you be portraying on the day of the Davis Cup and of course the rest of the days?
Well, for this week, of course, they're our team and they're our pride. So all about them, all about our team, and we're going to take them over the line.
Can you give us a taste of it, really?
Let's give you a Chennai special.
Okay. Well, NDTV is definitely going to join in the campaign of the Tricolour Troopers in support of all the Indian tennis players right here at the Davis Cup.
Well, the love for tennis is pretty much the kind of love in the virtual space as well. Well, Rafa may have bitten his US Open medal and cup. He's also been the subject of many a scribble in the virtual space as well, quite naturally. Let's see what my colleague Divya Kumar has for us on writing on the wall today.
All sports enthusiasts will definitely be able to relate to this post on writing on the wall today. Sendil says, had to stay up the entire night to watch Rafa have a bite of the US Open trophy, but it was worth every minute of it. Vamos Rafa. I'm sure you did enjoy that, Sendil, and if you have something important to tell us and if you would like us to feature something, then send in your entries to feedback@ndtv-hindu.com, or you could even write on our Facebook wall.
Now, she may be the most popular diva of Kollywood, but she's also one of the biggest fans of the superstar himself. We are talking about none other than Shreya Saran. After playing the lead role opposite Rajinikanth in the film Shivaji, the actor now is all gaga over the superstar's Indiran.
I went for the music release in Malaysia. Oh my God, it's looking awesome. It's another masterpiece of Shankar sir. Big fan of Rajni sir, so really looking forward to it. And Aishwarya is looking beautiful. So it's going to be a great film for sure.
Well, with that, we wrap this bulletin. Thanks for watching.